All of a sudden I'm 30, I'm unemployed, my husband and I have just moved into a new home. What the heck am I doing with my life? I have been made redundant. What the hell? In this economy, are you crazy? What the hell am I supposed to do with that? What am I actually supposed to do? Like, no, seriously. Sometimes a tripod doesn't work and you just use your anointing oil as a stand. Your girl is not working. And, oh my gosh. So, I need to talk about this properly. Getting straight into it. Hello, welcome back. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am literally restarting this because I now have the time, okay? I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. What better time than to start my YouTube channel again? All right, we're restarting it. And also, I saw a TikTok video of a woman that was like, if there's English, hello, are you here? If there's ever a time to start long form content, it's now, because a lot of people are focusing on short form content on TikTok. So much so that YouTube, they're struggling. Do you get it? So maybe this will be the year that I will, do something. Anywho, so redundancy, let's talk about it. The first month of July, well, I like to do this thing, right, where I ask God what he wants me to focus on for the following month, right? I haven't actually done it this month because I've been in my fields, but we moved. As June was approaching to an end, I said to God, what do you want me to focus on this month, the month of July? And he said, I want you to be thankful. I said, do you know what? Yeah, I can do that. So July came and I was preparing myself for the last few days of June to be thankful, okay? And I did write about this on my blog. If you don't follow my blog, or if you don't read my blog, I'll put the details in the description below so you can have a look at my weekly posts. Every Thursday at 10 a.m. I send out email. I also post it on a platform called Media. The format I did it in was basically recording myself being thankful 3 times a day. So I set an alarm, morning, afternoon, evening, to basically stop whatever I'm doing when the alarm goes off and be thankful. Find something to be thankful for and document it. That's what I was doing for the whole month of July. First day of July comes. Tell me why at 4:45 p.m. my manager sends me a Teams message and says, hey, are you free for a moment? Now, whenever she says that, I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm free, but what's happening? Like, she was like, can you come in and can you pop into so-and-so room? I'm thinking, oh my days, I haven't done anything wrong. I've been doing my job. Like, what's going on? I literally thought, am I in trouble? Because why is my manager messaging me like that? Do you get it? Like, hello, FYI managers, when you do that, we get scared. And I literally thought, what the hell? Anyway, most of the times when she's done that, and I've worried about it being something like bad, it's been something fine. Like the last time she did that, she told me I was getting a bonus and it was very generous. I was like, oh, great. She called me into the room and the HR manager was in there. I said, oh my days, what, has somebody made a complaint against me? I'm getting ready to be like, oh my gosh, do I need my notes, whatever? I mean, I didn't bring anything with me, so there's that. I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, bruv, what have I done? Please, I've been nothing but a good citizen in this in this workplace. She then comes and tells me, your job is at risk of being redundant. I said, excuse me? Like, guys, when I tell you, it was the shock of my life. Like, the shock of my life. To this day, I don't think anything has been more shocking. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I just thought, what do you mean? Bearing in mind, yeah, my husband and I have just moved into our new home. Like, literally just moved in. And I'm thinking, we've been in our new home for 2 weeks and you're telling me that my job's been made redundant. I mean, they said at risk. Okay, so I'm just panicking, thinking, you know when you hear something and everything's like in like slow motion, I'm like, what's going on? Like, literally, that was me. And then as she's talking, they're talking and they're saying, we're going to have a meeting on, this was on a Tuesday because the 1st of July was on a Tuesday. And then they said that we were going to have a follow-up meeting on Thursday and say like, oh, yeah, to see basically what's happening. And as she was talking, she was basically saying like, we'll have a meeting on Thursday to look at other options. And I'm just thinking, other options? What are you talking about? I was a team assistant, okay? Like, I wasn't doing anything special. I was a team assistant. And it's not like as if in my time there, I had shown that I could do X, Y, Z. Like, the thing is, when I applied for this job, they said to me that they need a team assistant and that's it. And they were like, because the thing is, I was already a team assistant before that. The next step of being a team assistant is like an executive assistant, right? Which I didn't mind doing. But also, I was very okay with going into another job of a team assistant. And the previous job I was in, it was a bit toxic. Yeah, I would say that it was toxic and I'm so glad to be out of it. Anyway, where was I? So when I applied for the job, they said basically that a lot of people that had been applying for the job were saying that they don't mind starting out as a team assistant, but then within 6 months, they want to be an executive assistant. And she was saying to me, there's no room in this company right now for you to be an executive assistant. We need you to be okay with being a team assistant for at least 2 years. I said, fine, no problem. And listen, this job was paying way more than what I was getting paid before. So I said, listen, I'll be a team assistant. Like, don't even worry about it. I don't mind. Like, I am ambitious, but I also know when to stay in my lane. Do you get it? The reason why I'm saying that is because in the job that I was doing, that's why I wasn't really doing a lot. Like, I was doing my job, but you know when you want to like prove yourself and be like, yeah, I can do X, Y, Z. I wasn't doing that because they reassured me that, listen, there's no room for an executive assistant. And when I started the role, I could tell why. Like, the executive assistants were there, they were solid, they didn't need any more. Fine. So when she's telling me other options, I'm thinking, what else can I do in this company? Because yes, other people are doing this, that, and the other. Like, but I don't like I didn't let me be real, okay? I didn't have desire to grow in that company. Like, I was fine with having the job that I had, getting my money, and then, you know, like perfecting my craft outside of work. Because honestly, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not my dad's company. I don't want to, like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Fine. But I just didn't think the long time would end sooner than 2 years. I was only there for 11 months, or I think even 10. 10 months. And I'm thinking maybe they've got something up their sleeve, whatever. Cool. So they were like, we're saying this is not the final, you know, this is not the be all end all. Like, we haven't decided anything yet. We want to involve you in the process. Da 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 da. Hold on. So she's telling me that, you know, nothing's been decided and we've still got time to think about whatever. So as she's talking, I then finally start to break down. I am crying. I am bawling my eyes out. And the thing is with me, I've always said I have like extra tear ducts. Whether I'm crying with laughter or crying because I'm sad, the tears that come from my eyes is too much. It's actually too much. Like, my face can be soaked if I'm laughing my head off. Like, it's crazy. So when I'm crying, it's even worse. I'm here crying. I don't have any tissue. There's no tissue in the room that they're in. I don't have a long sleeve top, so I'm here like this. Like, literally sobbing like a baby. She's like, obviously, you don't have to go back to your desk. Like, you can pack up your things and go, like, and it's fine. Like, take some time to speak to your husband. Da, 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 da. I appreciated that she didn't make me stay till the end of, like, till 5:30. It felt like you were kicking me out the door anyway. And I feel like I was having like an out of body experience because I was kind of feeling like, is this really happening? Is it not? I don't know. Eventually, when I saw my husband, why is my hair flaking? Oh my gosh, wait. Don't do that. Don't flake, you bloody rubbish thing. Okay, these edges ain't setting, but whatever. Where was I? I told Edward and I was like, yeah, so this is what's happened. And I was kind of laughing because I just thought, okay, whatever. What's also interesting is that a week before, so I think in my TikTok video I said 2 weeks, but I realized that the date is actually 1 week apart. So a week before being made redundant, I posted a video on TikTok saying, I feel like my corporate job is sucking the creativity out of me. I feel like I can't create content as much as I want to, all that stuff. A week later, they come and say, we don't need you no more, girl. You got a skirt? I said, wow. I told Edward and he was like, wow, okay. Yeah. And he went into logic mode, like, okay, right, what you're applying for, da da da. And I was like, hey, hold on a minute. I need this information to sink in. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Like, I've just been hit with this news. I need it to be soaked in. I feel like men need to be told that sometimes. Like, my husband is very logical. He's very much like result orientated. He's very much like fix the problem. And I've had to tell him, like, I'm an emotional babe. So you've got to treat me like a flower. You understand? Like, I need time to decompress, to sit with my feelings and process. So that's what I had to do. And he kindly adhered. Yeah. Thursday, the meeting came. And then, of course, they said, yeah, we have searched and there are no other positions for you here. I was like, okay, you could have told me that on Tuesday because I could have told you that for free as well. They basically were then telling me the figures of, like, you know, payout and whatever. And also, I want to say, I had been at this job for 10 months. So I obviously went on Google saying, what am I entitled to? Google's telling me 1 week. 1 week's worth of pay. I said, huh? 1 week's worth of pay? I said, God forbid. God forbid, it cannot be true. It cannot be true. I was really wanting to know how much they were going to give me because I thought, you can't send me out into this world with nothing. Please, like, please, out of the kindness of your heart. And it was actually more than I thought. I was like, oh, okay, generous payout. But at this point, do you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to fight it. And the thing is, I found it weird because my manager was like, oh, you're taking this so well. And I was like, how do you want me to take it? Do you want me to kick and scream? Do you want me to shout from the rooftops? Do you want me to cuss you? I'm not going to do that. You've just told me there's no reason for my job to be here anymore. I have to comply. Like, and I cried initially, but after that, I thought, well, we've got to keep it stepping, right? That happened, and I found myself through the month of July being very, very excited for what's coming. I thought, you know what? God has a plan. This might be a shock to me, but it's not a shock to God. It's already happened in heaven. I'm just catching up with God's plan. That's literally what I was telling myself. I'm telling you now, guys, my album of Thanksgiving was full of me smiling, grinning, skinning teeth, like, yeah, I'm good. And I was thinking, I get to rest. I get to rest. The shock of me being made redundant was obviously a lot, but I wasn't as surprised because my workload had reduced significantly. I didn't want to look like I wasn't doing anything. So I was like, you know, if you need any help with anything, let me know. And I was helping a few other colleagues with other stuff, like all that jazz, right? And my manager kept reassuring me that my job was secure. I appreciate that because my job was created. It wasn't something that was there already. However, it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're now eating the words that you had said to me, you know? But it's fine. Honestly, I also want to say, I really hope she doesn't find this video because that would be really cringe, but I'm not there anymore. It's fine. If she does find this video, if you end up finding it, she was a great manager. I told her, I even said that to her. I sent her an email and I told her in person that she was a great manager. She was actually the best manager I have had. And I'm really glad that my last job was with such an amazing manager. Like, she was just so nice. So I really appreciate that. And the team that I worked with as well, they were great. Oh, that feels great. The whole month of July, yeah, I'm happy, I'm great, and I'm like, I'm not telling anybody because I don't want anyone's pity. I don't want to hear, oh my gosh, you're unemployed. Like, oh my, like, I don't need that. I didn't need that. I was on a high. I was on cloud 9, and then I wasn't even saying anything. Everything's content, right? Because my workload wasn't a lot. Normally, obviously, when you get made redundant so suddenly, you need to give a handover. And I think you get given like a month to do that handover. But I didn't need a month. I literally had like a few things I was working on. And they were like, if your handover doesn't take a month, you don't have to stay for the whole month, but you'll still get paid until the end of the month plus your redundancy package. I said, okay, great. So they told me on Tuesday. It was confirmed on Thursday that I was being made redundant. I had a final meeting on Friday to discuss like things or whatever and things I had to sign. And then Monday was my last day. It felt very weird having the weekend and then going back into work on Monday. Yeah, I stayed at work until about 4:30. They gave me some flowers, some chocolates and stuff, and they were like, farewell, have a good life. That's literally what happened. I just thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But I left again feeling on a high. I also think the reason why I was very like, oh my gosh, like life, whatever, YOLO, is because I had my birthday trip coming up. I planned to go to DR. I had that to look forward to. My birthday was on the 7th. I just turned 30. Woo! Came back from DR. And I honestly, it's like the wave of emotions hit me. All of a sudden, I'm 30, I'm unemployed. My husband and I have just moved into a new home. What the heck am I doing with my life? Like, literally, what? No, this is not my life. I spiraled, guys. I spiraled like, yeah, I even wrote a blog post about it. I spiraled the heck out of it. Like, I just thought, oh my gosh, my life is a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Now we're here. Now we're here, and you know what? I wasn't going to share it. I think a couple of days ago where I just felt like I hit rock bottom and I was just weeping and crying my eyes out. Like, I was literally sobbing uncontrollably because I was just so scared. I am still so scared of the future. I don't know what it holds. I don't know where God's going to take me, but I have to trust that he's going to take me somewhere, because you can't take me out of somewhere and leave me high and dry. Hello? You can't leave me and hubby high and dry when you're giving us this beautiful new home. Come on, got a vanity for crying out loud. Fantastic. I decided to record a video on TikTok about me being open and authentic. I feel like for the month of July, I was posting stuff that wasn't necessarily fake. I was being true to myself. Like, you know, I was posting like the highs of life and whatever, book that trip, whatever. But I felt like I was hiding a part of me, which I was. I haven't really shared anything deep and personal on TikTok before. It's my first time doing that, and I think I was very worried about how people would perceive me. I was thinking, I don't know if this is a good idea to talk about right now because it's personal and very close to home, and I just don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know what I'm doing. When it comes to my content, I want people to see me for who I am. I don't want them to see me putting on a facade, being fake or whatever. No, I don't want that. I want people to see the realness of me. I want people to know that this is what's happening to me and I'm literally going through the motions. And I thought, you know what, let me take you guys on this journey with me. I feel like I have such a breath of fresh air doing that because now I feel like I can talk about it. Now I can do a day in the life of somebody that's unemployed and 30 years old. I'm now restarting YouTube. I'm restarting YouTube because I want to document this whole series because, guys, I've got nothing but time. Hello. So I need to fill it up. So the video that I recorded saying corporate is sucking the creativity out of me, I need to now get creative. I need to step back into my creativity and go all out because I've literally got, well, I've given myself, I've given myself, I don't know. I said in one of my TikToks that I want my life to change in 6 months. I want my life to look vastly different from now. Like, so we've got 6 months at the end of the year and I'm gonna try my best. I don't really know what I'm gonna document on here, but I'm gonna have to figure out stuff to do. I have signed up to the gym, so there's that. You know, I feel like I'm kind of like a stay-at-home wife now, so I'm doing laundry and all that stuff. I've got laundry to do Like, I was meant to do that yesterday and I didn't do it. I have an appointment later on, a laser appointment, because we're doing a laser hair removal. Yes! We're now a laser hair removal girly. So yeah, I'm basically reintroducing myself as a 30-year-old unemployed wife in 2025, where we are living in an economy crisis, a cost of living crisis, and yeah, and I'm just trusting God. So I'm taking you guys along with me. Hopefully you'll find it interesting. Yeah, I've been talking a lot. I haven't actually had any food yet, any breakfast, and it's now 12 o'clock. So what am I going to have for lunch? I kind of want Subway, but I had Subway yesterday. Should I do that? Probably not. I also need to allocate my money, my finances, because I've been shopping and I shouldn't really be doing that. But anyway, I've got a few things to show you. So stay tuned. We'll see how this goes. Trusting that God will make a way. Let's go.